We have two world-renowned fashion industry experts. I mean, these guys are a very big deal, and they flew here from New York City to be a part of this. So I want to introduce you to Fern Malice and Harold Koda. Come on, join me out here, guys. Now, just in case you don't know who these very important people are in fashion, I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight. Recognized as the award-winning creator of Fashion Week in New York City, Fern Malice has been called the godmother of fashion. Yeah. She's the creator and host of the Insider series, Fashion Icons with Fern Malice. She has conducted in-depth interviews with some of the biggest names in the industry. I mean, if you think of a big name in fashion, trust me, she's talked to him or her. I mean, we're talking about Calvin Klein, Norma Kamali, Marc Jacobs, Tom Ford, Donna Karan, Vera Wang. I mean, everyone. It's pretty incredible. She is consistently and widely quoted in the fashion press and broadcast media, and you may recognize her for her appearances on shows like America's Next Top Model, Project Runway, and She's Got the Look. She is a former senior vice president of IMG Fashion, and she is currently the president of her own leading international fashion and design consultancy. All right, so we gotta talk about Harold a little bit, okay? Harold, also a very big deal, and he's a local boy. He's from IAEA.
Don't hold it against me.
What school you went?
IAEA High. In New York, you're supposed to be from Punahou.
Well, I guess you showed them, didn't you? Well, Harold is considered to be one of the most prestigious figures of the New York fashion world. He has been the curator in charge of the Costume Institute at the Metropolitan Museum of Art since 2000. 15 years he's been doing this, and his recent exhibitions include The Model as Muse Embodying Fashion, Schiaparelli and Prada, Impossible Conversations, Charles James Beyond Fashion. So we want to welcome the two of them for being here today. So let's give a big round of applause for flying all the way from New York City. Now, Fern, I got to talk to you. I mean, you've seen everything in New York fashion. What do you think of our little town of Honolulu here and the designers you've seen?
I think it's fantastic, and I think it's so nice to see so many people not wearing black. It's really wonderful, and just seeing the prints and the patterns and the shirts, and I mean, everybody looks so festive, and I mean, you gotta love a place that puts flowers around your neck all the time. I mean, what
you
could be
gotta
better?
love it, right?
Yeah,
well,
fantastic.
if you haven't seen Fern's interviews, she really gets these huge names in fashion to open up. I mean, they are so casual and so open. So you got to give us a little bit of the juicy stuff. Who's nice? Who's not nice? Come on, tell us.
They're all nice.
Oh, boo!
Now, I have a great relationship with all of those designers because having run Fashion Week and been the head of the CFDA for 10 years, I've got to work with all of them. So they're very warm and cozy conversations, even though they're in front of 900 people. And they're all now in a book that you can all buy, Fashion Lives, Fashion Icons with Fern Malice on Amazon. But they really are extraordinary people because everybody I interviewed started from nothing. And I asked them the questions that are not about their collections. It's about their lives, how they grew up, what their parents taught them, what their bedrooms looked like as children, what inspired them, what were the things around them that really were those aha moments that they thought they wanted to get involved in this industry, in this crazy, wacky fashion world. And so when you're talking about their family and their parents, they become very open and they're very comfortable with that. It's certainly information they know. I'm not trying to find out something that they don't know.
Who's funny?
Funny is, without question, Michael Kors is the funniest interview in the world. He could be a stand-up comic if he wasn't designing, as could Isaac Mizrahi.
I could see that.
Isaac, which he does a lot of entertainment. But, all of them are really, they're very revealing and they're very open and warm. Everybody from Victoria Beckham, who people said to me, is she going to smile? Could you get her to smile? She smiled throughout the whole thing, and
all right.
Valentino and, Oscar de la Renta. It was almost like the last interview of his career before he passed away.
And who's the weirdest?
There are a couple of weird ones. this is going to get me in trouble, but the weirdest interview I did was with the model Lauren Hutton. She was just a little wackadoodle.
I mean, where else would you get this insight except from Fern Malice, right? And we got to talk to Harold. Now, you do all types of period pieces. What's your favorite period in history that you've worked with, or maybe just your favorite period in all of history?
In costume history, I think my favorite period is the 1930s. It's post-Art Deco. Clothing for women evolved into these very body-clinging bias dresses. The first director that I worked with described how when he was a young man and he went to Paris to study, he was shocked because he said in the 1920s you had women in chemise dresses, you know, the flat in front, flat in back. And he said at that point they weren't really wearing underwear, they weren't wearing corsets. I mean, if you had a fashionable figure, you were basically commando. So he said you saw nipples, but he said when he went to Paris in the 1930s, he saw the undulation of navels. And it's that quality of a second skin and a very sensual, sleek silhouette. I love that period.
All right. Do you have a favorite exhibit that you've had so far at the Met?
There have been a lot of exhibits that were fun to do.
Maybe most proud of? I know you've done so many.
Most proud of. The most interesting, I think, for the general audience was something that had to do with 18th century dress. The director wanted us to do costumes in the 18th century French rooms. And I said, oh, I don't want to do that. You know, you go on a trip to Europe and you go to these old houses and you see mannequins standing like this and the lashes are delaminating. It just seems old to me. And then I read this book, which was about a man about town, done in the 18th century, a man about town. He meets this femme du monde, this glamorous woman, and he dares her to come to his house because he said, if you come to my house, you'll sleep with me. And I thought, that's like a Playboy pad. You know, it's like the 1960s when I was growing up. I can work with this. So we did a whole exhibition of 18th century dresses and 18th century French furniture, which I would wager most of us are not that interested in. And every single vignette was about this life of a woman of leisure at that time and had some element of sexuality and seduction. You'd walk through the galleries and you would hear people, these very proper women, looking, for example, at the Italian harp master, leaning over to kiss his young debutante harpist student. And this older lady is saying, oh my God, he's going down on her. It was that kind of show. It just made you think incredible thoughts.
Wow, Harold. I did not foresee us going there when I asked that question.
This isn't being televised.
I might need to take a second. All right, so I had no idea the Met was so sexy, but clearly these are some of the most interesting people in the fashion world. They're special guests today, and we want to thank you for being here and being a part of Honolulu Fashion Week. It's really an honor to meet the two of you.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Well, I think we're ready. I think we're ready for the Live Aloha Runway show, which spotlights the incredible range of design talent that we have right here in Hawaii. What you're about to see is a lineup of fashions by more than 25 local designers. The designs will include glamorous and sophisticated daywear, swimwear, and evening wear. So, ladies and gentlemen, Honolulu Fashion Week presents Live Aloha.
Nanila haina I kaua pa upili pili aloha ia me ka makani he ma akia anei no roko ui ka hana ka make pau o le ka make ia ma le ka I ka wili o kai o ka ulua au I ka moan ni umolo ka ipo hila na I kaua na hua e hamolo kini ke aki ku ia e pu o la I hola ka luna oli hau I ka holo mau ia e kaua u kiu he ua ho o piha I ke alo na ka vai olo alu ka iho ka wa ai au ku mea me pua la I ke alo aki kau kule ia nei na nalu o lau ni upoka kai ka ila haina I kaua pa upili pili aloha ia e mauna o mame ke ka iho ka mo ko le ka makani ua pau ko I hoi a hono ko wai e ia kuna ka oi o na pili aloha ia e me ku aloha I ke kulo ka e mai na ko aloha ia e hola au mai na ia ui hoa kau I oi no ke kula o kuna lau hello ka mana o ke kuna ka alo ko hanani a ke aku au e I ke nau ki kaula no nā pali koi ka ola na pūno ku make e ke hau ki kaula no wai hali ui hoa au ka no wai hali nā halo I hoa au kana ni o nā mana mai e a ke ana au e inua e au I ka wai ho I ka I o hākuloa he loa puko e papa ola no nā ka makani lu I no e nā le hua o kau ki poli pulai hu kaua ki o opo wai he me ka wana mamana ino ka wai ki a ka hano o wai Lia mai e kana ha me mau koni oni kei kulo ko ma o ana pai kala. Yo ko ma ko le kala I mo ko
He ho o hena ke ike aku ki kai mo na nuila Nui ke aloha e I ponte Me ke ala o ka lipoa He lipoa e pai ke ome hinu la Tela I ka la ke ia e Mai mana o he pono ke ia Mai mana ore pono ke ia O kau e kalimu kau Ki kau I luna na moku O ia moku la la e ho O ia I o ia nei O kau e kalimu kau Ki kau I luna na moku O ia moku la la e ho O ia I o ia nei Mai ka puana Kalipo me kalimuko O atili o e me ka pahe Anoni me kalipalu Haina Mai ka puana Kalipo me kalimuko O atili o e me ka pahe Anoni me kalipalu E ho mai no kai ai te tua no kala Kai inuri nai I toa Wana na te roto te anei Ua papahana oe ana e I toku I raha tau e Maori ra Tau e maura Tau e mauna na au O ke pamae E nauri ra Tei e me te peke Tei aure ra Iao e tahiti Kai inuri Kai ti toa Wana na pe oe te au nei Ua papahana oe ana e I toku I raha tau e Maori ra Tau e maura Tau e mauna nao o ke pamare. Tai te nui, tai te toa, wana ngatu o tu te ame. Ua whaahama oe ana e, I toko te rā tau koe. Maore rā, tau e maora. Tau e mauna nao, o e pamare. Tau e mauna nao, o e pamare. Oh, papa e Aue papa e O papa e Iti mai Wai wai na o te E pia o te ulana mai E mai Atapuri e roto Eu tô papa e O papa e
Make ala o Kalipona Peli pai pai ke on hina Elai kalai e yare Ai mana ore pono ke ia O kau e kalinu kau Ki kau I luna o kua O I apuku la la e ho O ni ai o ia nei O kau e kalinu kau Ki kau I luna o kua Mai kapuana Kalipo me kalimuko O atili o e me kapahe Anoni me kalipalu Kaina Mai kapuana Kalipo me kalimuko O atili o e me kapahe Anoni me kalipalu
Kai inuri, kai ito a Wana na te roto te ane Ua pahanga hoe ana e Ito ira a tau e Maorira, tau e maora Tau e mauna na au O te pamae E naorira, te ane te peke E aurira a Iao e ka iti Kai inuri, kai tito a Wana na te oe te au ne Ua whakahema oe ana e Ito ira a tau e Maorira, tau e maora Tau e mauna na au O ke pamare Kai inuri, kai tito a Wana na te oe te au ne Ua whakahema oe ana e Ito ira tau e Maorira, tau e maora Tau e mauna na au O ke pamare Tau e mauna na au O ke pamare Ika o he o he